Tyson fight tonight?
Who you telling? You see,
Man, what?
you need to get up. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey, Tyson 58, but he can't let that young guy beat him, man.
I don't think. See, Jake don't understand. Tyson is a different breed of fighter.
Man, Tyson got
He
that old man strength.
and not just that, he got that crazy. He got that crazy strength. So
Oh yeah,
when that crazy come out of him, it's a wrap.
it is a wrap.
So Jake Paul better. I don't know. They might. I hope they got paramedics on deck.
They'll be on deck, man.
So I'm gonna tell you how my interviews go.
All right.
My interviews are just like a conversation we have, and we chilling, we kiki, haha. But I do ask serious questions, but in the mix, just to make everybody comfortable, I just chill.
Okay.
Usually I'm drinking, but I ain't drinking today because I'm on a detox for the month.
Okay.
So usually it's drinks and conversation,
Yeah.
but we gonna keep it, water and.
It's all good. Got my water on deck.
So I would like you to introduce yourself
Well, first
and tell
before
us your genre and tell us anything you want us to know before we get started on this interview.
before I do that, let me just say first, thank you for having me on your podcast. I mean,
Oh,
I think it's brilliant what you're doing. I mean, every industry that needs to grow, they need a lane to be able to express themselves. And you bringing that is different, fresh, unique, and the sky's the limit for you. I seen the
oh.
deal. I seen you say something about the deal you had with Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's,
it's a distribution deal. Just call me Meg the Stallion.
okay.
I got my distribution deal through Amazon Prime, so I will be able to have my podcast from a live studio on Amazon Prime's platforms and anything in their affiliates. So,
See, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So yeah. So uh, about me,
yes, sir.
I'm David Weaver. I'm from South Georgia. I mean, at the end of the day, I write books, but I write them with a bunch of emotion, a bunch of description, and that's pretty much really. That's really what sums it up. I mean, I use emotion. I use emotion and description to get my point across in my stories.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've been through a lot. I mean, I still go through a lot.
Mm,
You know, and I try to just connect with people, man, who might be going through similar things or difficult things.
yeah. Yeah. I
I
can
mean,
feel that. I
people
feel
who
that because
deal with losses and grief and pain. I mean,
that's what writing is about. It's supposed to
that's
make you feel.
that's what I'm talking about. So
All right.
don't nobody
So
feel.
I'm gonna jump here first.
Let's go.
So tell me, as a black male author in the romance genre, how is it for you to emote emotions when the stereotypes about black men is that y'all can't get emotions right to save y'all fucking lives? So how is it for you to write with your characters with their emotions out there?
Well, for me, it's because of what I've experienced, the pain that I already went through in life.
Mhm.
I mean, I done went through all types of betrayal. I done went through all types of losses. I mean, I lost my 13-year-old cousin like last year. He drowned. So I'm always going through
Sorry to hear
stuff.
that.
It's tough. So that's really when I refill my ink, I just dip it into the bar of emotion and just get going. So
So as a black author, let's take the male part out of it. As a black author, how is it to write stories that are about our experiences, about our communities, about our lifestyle, culture? How is it for you to write that, and then you see that uh, your pale counterparts, I should say,
mhm,
get more recognition when you've been in the game for a minute?
yeah,
So how does it feel for you being a black author, knowing that you're putting in the work, you're getting it out the mud, and yet because of skin color, you might not be getting the upper hand?
it don't really bother me because everything happens when it's time.
Mm,
So it's like as long as you keep your head down and keep going, you're gonna get to where you're going. As long as you stay focused and stay locked in, you're gonna get to where you need to go. So it don't really bother me. Like they success is they success for their time. But
Mm-hmm.
things may flip this year. Things may flip next year. You just never know. So, let everybody just shine when it's their time. So they don't
Yeah.
complain when it's your turn.
Yeah.
It's
So
all
how
good.
do
We're gonna get there.
so so how does writing love make you humble?
How does writing love make me what?
Make you humble? How
How
does
does
it humble you as a writer? How does writing love a black man and black woman where you have to really dig deep? How does it humble you as a writer to write it where it's not a one set point of view?
well, I mean, it forces you to understand both sides or try to before you even start writing the scene. You can't
Mm,
write the scene without understanding what you're finna put on the paper. So it's like you have to take your time and just think the scene out, plan it out, try to find what the other person is trying to say,
mm,
and then try to translate that to the public.
that's
So
well.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I
So
mean, it's definitely it just forces you to listen and pay attention to your surroundings more. So when it
mm,
is time to write that, you given the rawness and the realness of it.
I like that answer. I like that. So, do you think that there's a stereotype behind writing urban fiction, street lit writing that you're trying to push the narrative away from that, or you just like as is? This is what it is.
I think we still so early in the game, like we still growing. We still kind of in our seed form. I mean,
Mm,
we putting out books and we doing good for us, but we're not doing good compared to what the other genres are doing. But
mm,
but we've grown so far from the beginning. Like when I first started, when I first put out Bankroll Squad, I mean, we had to kind of like figure out how to assemble the people because I think I put Bankroll Squad out in 2011, 2010. So it wasn't like it was a group of people I knew who already had Kindles. I had to find them. So we had to
mm,
figure it out from the beginning. So coming from that point all the way to now, where we know
mm.
where to go find people who read black books on Kindles, like it's just been continuous growth. It may not be from compared to other people, but we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to other people.
Right.
So it's all good.
So, how do you feel about um when a reader or even some authors they'll say, "Oh, this is too hood." You
It's too.
got to change. They'll be like, "Oh, you got to change it up. It's too hood. That's too ghetto. That's
Oh yeah.
How do you feel when people say that?
Well, Kindle Unlimited, how much they cost per month? Like
About
11.99, 12.
something like that.
Yeah, so they can just. It's so many books. If they if they don't like it, they can just exit out and get one that's different. I mean, we are products of our surrounding and of our upbringing. We
Hmm.
we write what we invent through what we feel and what we know.
Right.
I can't really give you no book about. I mean, I can, but I can't really give you no book about being a chemist in South Africa. I can
Right.
try, but it ain't gonna hit the same.
Right.
So
Do you
you know,
do you think that as being in the literary world, you feel that the indie space has catapulted more in the last few years?
you said the West Space.
The indie space, the indie
Oh, oh
literary
yeah,
space.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you think in the
Oh,
last couple of years, from where Eric Jerome Dickey and Zane and all them were, do you think it has catapulted more and more seen now?
it's kind of hard to say because shout out to them, because they they were in the stores way before we even wrote our first book.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, going in the store and seeing something that's
Mm-hmm.
different, and then seeing it for all these years, they
Yeah.
always gonna be ahead of the game. They always gonna be on a different megasphere. So
Mm.
we really should just be saluting them at all times and just be
Mm-hmm.
happy that we are able to grow.
Yeah.
I mean, because like I said, they already had the game locked down. We just
Mm-hmm.
trying to find our way. So
True.
yeah, I mean, even it ain't just for black literature. It's for all for anything. I mean,
Yeah.
the new authors who write mainstream romance, they have to compete with people who already got fan bases.
Yeah.
So no matter how big they get, these people already had their fan base still.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it just continuous growth for all parties. I feel.
But how do you keep consistency when you see life be life sometimes?
Yeah, yeah,
And a
yeah.
lot of times we lose focus, lose track. How do you provide yourself with grace and give yourself consistency to grow?
Nah, for real, I be going through it, man. Shit, life is tough, like you said. Life be life, and so we just try to get to it. And I mean, for me personally, I try to write when I'm able to. I
Yeah.
can't, I can't, I can't survive and write at the same time all the time. You have to
Yeah.
be watching your front, your side, and your back. I mean,
That's facts.
life is tough. So it's just a matter of finding your safe space, the
Mm-hmm.
space, your most productive space, and just digging deep and just creating.
So how do you make sure to maintain the what's the word, the urge to want to continue to write, because the indie space can be kind of treacherous sometimes too, because people will fucking try to fuck you over. So how do you maintain that level of I'm gonna keep going regardless of what this motherfucker did or this bitch did or this old did, whatever? You just got
Well,
you just how do you maintain that?
for me, I love to write. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm a writer for real. Like I ain't doing it just to be because I'm trying to get another check. Like I do want another check, but I'm but I'm doing it because I'm cold with this pen. Like I
Mm-hmm.
know, like I got books that I wrote and I just ain't put them out, but I love them. But
I wish you would.
yeah, but I'm saying like some stuff is personal.
I would.
But but at the end of the day, I mean, I feel confident in what I'm writing.
Mhm.
I mean, even if I don't put it out, I know it's cold. So I ain't really tripping. I mean, I'm a writer. My first job was for the newspaper.
Oh,
So I had just graduated high school. I wrote for the newspaper. So I just
sir, when are we gonna get Superhead too?
oh man, them characters going through it right now.
We are going through it called withdrawals. When, when are we gonna get Superhead too?
Man, it's coming.
That was my introduction to you. That literally was my and then I was like, okay, he ain't said nothing
It's
about
coming,
two.
Shannon. I promise you, it's coming. It's coming. What you say?
I said I'm with Shannon.
Oh
Like, sir.
man, I mean, sometimes it feel like for me, I'll do a part two, but then I'll see what people are saying and be like, well, hold on, I can't put this out. Hold on. Let me just wait. Let me just wait. Let me just wait. Let me just wait. So that happens a lot for me because I want to get the tone right. That's honestly why I do write a lot of part ones. And I'd be like, hold on, I don't want to mess the tone up. If you think this and feel this way, I don't want to mess up the way you feel.
Sir, you had me messed up at the ending. I need to know what's going on. you 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 wrote that and it was so damn good, and then it was just like, oh my god, what happened? What happened? That was me on my Kindle, like, what happened? What
Nah, it's coming though. I'm dropping it. I'm gonna drop it. I've been working on something.
hold you to that?
I'm always working on something, but I guess like I'll be finna put one story out, an idea come about another story that I feel like is even better. So it takes me away, and I go back and forth. So, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it out.
I'm so you I don't know if I'm disgusted because you ain't gave me a date, or I'm disgusted because I'm sitting here like this some bullshit. I don't know. So let me
What?
ask you this. You just came out with a book. What's the name of it? Secured in
Swept up in the arms of a hood legend. Yeah.
All right. So your writing style, you like to take us back and forth. You
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
you have this knack for going back and forth in time.
Yeah.
How hard is that to go back and forth without confusing your goddamn self? Because if I was writing it, I would have fucked it all up.
That's therapy for me. I told you I'd be going through it, so man, that'd be perfect therapy. I'm like, you know what? Because I mean, look, in your day to day, I know you reach moments where you feel like, man, I don't feel like dealing with this right now.
Every
And
day.
you, yeah, and so and you wish in that moment you could be doing something different.
Right.
So for me with these characters, stuff get intense, and I don't. They don't want to deal with it right now. Let's go back a little bit. Let's explain how we got here. We got to figure it out. I
Well,
appreciate you, Jessica. Book plug,
well,
Jessica. Welcome,
I
sis.
like that. I didn't know I like that until I started reading authors that do it. And
Yeah,
when it's done well, it's just so easy to follow.
yeah, yeah.
And so that's why I'm just like, how do y'all keep doing that without confusing yourself? Because I hear all the time y'all characters be talking to y'all like they right next to y'all.
I can't really vouch or deny that, but
Ah!
I heard that though. I heard that before.
I hear it every time I interview an author. Sometimes they be like, "Girl, I be just minding my business. They just be talking. I
Yeah,
be sleep and they wake me up. I
yeah,
be just in somewhere and I have to hurry up and put in my notes on my phone."
right. Oh yeah. You don't want to lose a story when you got it, so that's definitely
Well,
you
what's
just want to jump on.
inspiration for you? What is inspiration for you to um just be an author? What's the inspiration besides you love to write? The What's the inspiration besides you have a story to tell? What's the inspiration?
So I just absolutely love poetry. Like I love arranging the alphabet. I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to express yourself,
Mm,
especially in different ways every time.
yeah,
Like I can tell the same story, but based on what I feel today, I'm gonna express it way differently.
that is
So by the
true.
time we finish with this book, this ain't gonna be the same story.
Mm,
It's different. This shit different. I done felt something different. This shit different. I can
mm,
write about loyalty, betrayal, hurt, pain. I mean, I'm talking about gut wrenching pain. I mean, I done dealt with it a lot. So just
hmm.
being able to translate it into the alphabet, I think it just. What you said the lady said? She woke up at night out her sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Woke up at. What else she said? Me too.
She said she woke up at night. I said she was in the shower. She was at a coffee shop. She had to stop and take notes. She was
Yeah.
at work. She was just like they talk to her all the time, and the stories just be coming, and she has to stop what she's doing so she can get that sit down.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I mean, it be like that though. It be
And
like that. So look, what
your accent is making me miss Georgia so fucking much.
you used to live in Georgia?
Yeah, I used to live in Columbus. I was in the military. I used to live
Right.
in
You used to live in
Columbus.
Columbus?
Yeah.
Damn, like I'm from a place right by Columbus.
Phoenix City.
Bena Vista, Georgia, outside like by Casita. So it's Bena Vista, Casita, Fort Benning, then Columbus.
Girl, boy, I only been to Phoenix City, Columbus, Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's as far as it went with me.
Yeah. Okay,
That's as
okay.
far as it went with me.
How long did you live in Columbus?
Ooh, for like 3 years.
Okay, okay.
3 years, and then I had went to North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. So I pretty much stayed down south, either the West Coast or down south or
Yeah.
overseas. That was it. So yeah.
What
I do miss Georgia sometimes. Sometimes.
yeah.
Not all the time. Sometimes.
What
Because our
made you start
traffic is garbage.
what, what made you start your podcast?
Ooh, this story. right, so I'm gonna give you the short version, not the long version.
All right.
The short version is I was in school to go to school to become a doctor.
Okay.
And because when I got out the military, my father had passed away. In his will, he wished that I would go to college.
Oh, okay.
I did not want to go to school. I just wanted to sit on my ass and enjoy life.
Yeah.
But he wanted me to go to college to become a doctor because he knew I love science.
Yeah.
So I went to school, got my degree in biology, but I wound up getting sick when COVID happened,
Mm.
and it put me in the hospital to the point I almost died.
Wow.
Been healthy all this time, playing football, rugby, all that shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a rough motherfucker. I'm, I'm, a, I'm not a girl to girl, except for these nails, jewelry, and lipstick. But I'm a rough. I'm rough.
Okay.
But yeah, I got sick, and it had changed my whole mentality because I saw how they was treating the doctors in the hospital during COVID,
Yeah.
nurses, and I was supposed to go to medical school, Rush Medical School here in Chicago,
Yeah.
and I said, you know what, I don't want to fucking do this.
Mm.
But it also put me in a depression state.
Mm.
And so I had PTSD from the military, depression from COVID, and was
Yeah.
dealing with long haul COVID symptoms. So I couldn't play football anymore. I couldn't play rugby anymore, and I couldn't bodybuild anymore.
Wait. What you said? You couldn't play football no more? Like what you was?
What I was a tight end.
Okay.
I was a tight end, and I played rugby. Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
like I said, I'm not I'm
I
not
see.
built like other chicks.
I see.
But yeah, so it kind of put me in depression, and I was kind of let's say suicidal at
Mm.
one point in time because it was just too much on me.
Yeah.
My life had changed so drastically that I didn't feel like myself.
Mm.
And it was one moment of I had picked up I don't know if you know Kenya Wright.
What's it called?
Kenya Wright's book. It was
Oh,
The
can you
Lion
write?
and Mouse.
Yeah.
I had picked up one of her books, and then I had picked up Ebony Fatu. I can't remember how to pronounce her name, but I picked up those two books, and it kind of just changed my whole outlook on life, pretty
Mm.
much. Because it was a story that spoke to me. It was a Kenya Wright story spoke to my crazy, and Ebony spoke to the depressive, suicidal um stuff that I had going on. And I was
Yeah.
just like, it was two different sides of the coin. You had interracial romance, and then you have uh urban contemporary type
Right.
book. And I was just like, damn. So I went to the bookstore thinking that it was in the bookstore
Yeah.
because I had to have these books. And kind of find out they were indie authors, and they
Yeah.
were in Barnes and Nobles and Books a Million and Second and Charles. So I was like, what can I do? Because it made me want to read again.
Right.
And so I started to go online and make reviews.
Yeah.
I'm not a people person in person, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But talking on a camera like this, I'm able to like talk, you know.
Yeah.
So I was able to do their reviews, and they had hit me up like, thank you.
Mm.
And I was just like,
That's
that's how I can give back.
yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's how at first I started with the reviews, and then I was like, I want to talk to them. I want people to see them.
Right.
I want people to see these indie authors, and yeah, it
Well,
started.
salute to you for getting through that dark time period.
Yeah, it was dark.
That's I already know that's I mean I done been through it myself, so I know it's difficult, and you don't really want to express that to people. You just want to just figure it out.
Yeah, that had been my go-to. You
Yeah.
know, go figure it out your goddamn self. Leave everybody else out of it.
Right. Yeah.
But y'all, the indie world, the indie books literally saved my life, and I mean that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
So when people get on here and they do this shit for clout, or
Yeah.
they want popularity and shit like that, I don't give a fuck about a number unless somebody tell me what I got.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
because I'm not doing that for this. I'm
Right.
not doing this for fame or anything like that. I literally can just go back to school and become a doctor if
Right,
I
right,
wanted that. You know what I'm saying? But this is something that I'm very passionate about. So,
right. Hey, shout out to all the readers who support African American literature. Like we, at the end of the day, we really do this for y'all, for real. Like if we don't get y'all support, we basically writing to ourselves. So
yeah,
thank you for supporting us. Like thank you for giving us a platform or in expressing how you feel about our stories. Like
yeah.
it's dope. So
I love seeing readers that find y'all books. I love seeing videos of readers that find y'all books,
yeah,
or just it's like the new experience of them seeing your story unfold. It's just, I don't know, it's just something about, and I'm not even a fucking author. It's just, I get excited for y'all. Like, it's just seeing people like really take African American literature and consume it and just really love it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I love interviewing black authors. And yes, I do also interview POCs and sometimes some white folks, but my main focus has always been my people. So it's just like, just seeing people come in and they talk about y'all books and they be like, "Oh, I read this and I read that." It makes me really happy for y'all,
yeah,
because I just want y'all on this level. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all don't even care about none of that, but I just want y'all on this level, because it's like, why haven't these people been talking about these damn books?
yeah. I think it's gonna happen in due time. I think it's gonna happen when we least expecting it. It's just gonna take off.
True,
But I
true.
mean,
But
for now though, like I mean, the people who are in our world who
mm-hmm.
support African American literature, to us, that's huge.
Mm,
Like it's huge. Like the same thing you said, seeing people consume our books and be
mm-hmm.
excited about it and leave reviews about it, sharing it
Mm-hmm.
on social media, that's life changing for a lot of us.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
I, you should be. You're right. Good. I'm just saying. That superhit too. You know. You know. I'm just saying.
I
But
had,
I wanted to
I
ask you.
had an issue with Amazon about that too, about the content. So, but me and Amazon been going through it for a minute, so it ain't nothing new. But I just had an
Lord,
issue, a content issue, because I was trying to, basically, I'm saying this book is a romance, and they saying it's not. So
how?
they trying to force me into a certain category. I'm like, hold on, man, that ain't. I mean, just because you don't see romance the way I do, you can't tell me this is not a romance. So
eh, You know what? And it just goes back to what I said. There's the stereotype on that type of love that automatically they put it in a box, but
yeah,
they don't see it outside of that box. Where we say that's romance, that's
yeah,
love, that's
yeah,
real shit.
right,
They like, see, that is not romance. That is not romance. Fuck that shit. We're gonna put that over here.
yeah,
But I think there's a thing with diversity that people just don't understand,
yeah,
and
yeah,
they don't understand that black people are not a monolith, and
right,
our love is not monolithic either.
yeah, yeah. Definitely not. Definitely
So
not.
let me ask you this, sir: when the hell is you gonna do a book signing?
You know what? Ain't this is like the first interview I done did in like 10 years. Like
What in the fuck?
I don't do interviews. I don't. I just stay out the way. I just mind my business and stay out the way. Look. Check this out, right? Whatever book you read for me that you feel like is extreme or feel like it's like, damn, okay, my life is worse. It's not worse, but my life is more complex than that. So I have to spend my time trying to balance and figure it out.
Mm.
So I mean, I really don't. I just
Well, there is a such thing as virtual book signing, sir. I'm not letting up, because
and you
me.
know what? I'm like what you said. You said you feel like you're not a people's person.
Hmm.
So I deal with anxiety a lot. I deal with anxiety, uh, nervousness, like that stuff. I just like my business.
Let me tell you this. Okay, so myself and you saw Shannon in the comments.
Yeah.
We have a book tour. I
Okay.
don't like motherfucking people to save my fucking life. And meet me in person, you see how I laugh and stuff here? My face be straight as fuck, like I got resting bitch syndrome all the motherfucking time. I can fake it till I make it. But on some real shit, in person, I look like I'm about to go Mike Tyson on your ass. But to help people that I consider top notch, which is
Yeah.
y'all, the writers,
I
I
appreciate it.
have to endure.
Yeah.
So I have
Okay.
anxiety.
I got you. I got you. I
I
got you.
literally am a whole sociopath.
Okay.
Literally diagnosed. But I can go out into the world when I need to. You gotta learn how to fake it till you make it.
Well,
Then you
see,
come back.
then you know what? The other thing is, like, some years ago, I had a lot of issues.
Mm,
So I just try to stay out of the way. I just stay out of the way. I'm gonna tell you, I mean, straight up, I ain't trying to go back to prison. So I'm just
you not your past, sir.
not.
You're not. And
No,
it's a different world out here.
I know it.
It is. And these readers really love your books, including my goddamn self. I'm asking for me. Fuck everybody else. I'm asking for me. I enjoy your books. So I would love to see you on a book tour. You have to be able to go to an event. And I could tell you right now, a lot of people have anxiety. A lot of people have anxieties, even when they come to the Boozy Book Tour. That's the one me and Shannon has.
Okay.
They have anxiety when they get there.
Yeah.
They almost feel like they want to throw up damn near.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing about it is people making you feel comfortable, making
Mhm.
you feel okay to be there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about everybody else events, but
Nah, I'm saying
I
I'm
know M Monique, I know what you told me, but I still want your ass to come to a book signing too. I'm not letting up on y'all asses
Right.
on some real shit. I want y'all to be so successful that Oprah is like an afterthought. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be so successful that New York Times bestselling or USA best-selling is not a thing for y'all because y'all got your own fucking list and
Yeah.
it's more popping. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
just don't want y'all to give up because of that. I have those same things that go on with me, but
Yeah.
shit, I smoke. You know what I'm saying? Look, I do what I need to do. I smoke and I drink. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? When I need to, and then I
I'm,
calm that shit down, and then I keep it moving.
I'm saying like I know I can do it. I'm just saying I would like to stay free. I mean, I know I can do it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I
I
tell you what.
uh-huh.
No. No. What you gonna say?
Don't lie to me, nigga. Don't lie to me. Don't gaslight my answers of bullshit and get me all happy and shit. So
What's up, Rashida? What's up, Dior? What's up, Monique?
yes, I know that. I feel that every day, M. Monique. I feel like Mike Tyson, a whole bunch of motherfuckers. But I'm on the path of doing right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm trying to get my life right.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So I take everything with a grain of salt and let it roll off my back until you do something real fucked up. But
Okay,
I
but now, okay, let's talk about that.
mm-hmm.
So, what about those people? That's what I'm talking about. What about them people?
Well, I look at it like this. As I told my business partner, we have a business
Okay.
and a brand.
Okay.
You are a business and a brand.
Hmm.
Do you want the hard work that you have done with your words to be taken away from you because somebody can't hold their tongue? So I had to learn not to pull up on bitches no more. I had to learn that I can't use my hands as a tool to
Yeah.
get my point across. You know what I'm saying? I could Kimbo slice a nigga quick,
Yeah.
but what is that going to benefit me if I'm behind bars? How's that going to help my brand? How's that going to help your brand? You know what I'm saying? You have a fan base that is bigger than you probably even know. But if you go off the deep end on somebody who ain't even worth your time nor in your caliber of fucking success, why would you even waste your time? I'm learning.
But
See how that rolled off my tongue?
right,
See,
that was smooth.
see that?
That was
See that?
smooth. But what if?
See, you looking too deep into it. You
Why ain't
looking
no
too
saying
deep.
nothing?
You looking too deep.
What if you you couldn't you couldn't not do it? Like you couldn't not respond or couldn't not protect your brand. Then
You
people would be like, he shouldn't even came out with all that shit.
no, what you would do is as a professional and as a brother, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to that event coordinator to find out who and what is gonna be on that list.
Yeah, yeah,
And if that list don't sit well in your spirit, you
yeah,
do not go. Therefore, you don't put yourself in that situation.
yeah. You're right.
Now, if you take your ass to that place and you know good and goddamn well, you gonna react a certain type of way. Now that's your own goddamn fault. Just say,
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Uh, you right though. You really are right. And Rashida, you right. I can't let nobody trick me out the streets.
you can't because, like I said, you have a gift that you are giving us as the readers. So us as the readers, we don't see what goes in day out because we're not in your life like that. We only see what you give us. But at the end of the day, you are still a brand.
Yeah,
So if you don't want the word on the street to be like, man, David
but
Weaver can't
not. I'm not saying that that's wrong. That's right. You
he
are right.
can't he
You are
can't
one
come to
hundred
these
percent.
motherfuckers. See, this nigga tore up the whole goddamn event trying to body slam this motherfucking nigga. Hell no. Or this
I mean, I come in peace. I come in peace, and I respect everybody. I mean, I love what the coach is becoming, what it's becoming.
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It really towards
Right.
anybody.
But,
Even if somebody think I do, I don't.
but that's the
But at the
thing.
same time, I'm not finna play with nobody.
And I get that. Trust me, I get that. Because the last nickname I had, I know I'm Storm, but the last nickname I had was Debo. So trust and believe, I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are still a brand. You are still a brand. Regardless of whatever's going
Right. Right.
on in your life, people will try to always take you off of your square. And I've noticed that, especially in the indie world, um, people are jealous. When they even say they're not jealous, they're jealous. And so, even though
Yeah.
they may not realize in their mental space that they're jealous, they still do fucking fuck shit to try to take y'all
Yeah.
down. So you
They
can't
they
fall into
shouldn't
that
be
trap.
jealous though. Like honestly, should not.
They shouldn't, but there are people out here, whether they're authors or readers, that don't like to see another motherfucker succeed past themselves because they don't even know the length. They don't even know their exact potential because they're so worried about yours. So you can't let
Right.
that take you off of your next best
Right. Right. Right.
book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it.
I think they also don't. Yeah. Well. All right. You got me convinced.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying I would,
All right.
and the reason I
All
say
right.
this
Message.
because for selfish
Can you hear
reasons.
me?
Yeah, it's for selfish reasons. Because I want you to be on the Boozy Book tour. I do.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do, and I want you to come out to
Oh.
some
Okay.
of these
When is
festivals.
when is the next one?
I'm gonna have to send it to you because we have multiple cities. We do multiple cities. We do, like this year
My
we did
phone.
Chicago, we did Charlotte, we're doing Houston in December, and we're having Tulsa, which will be Melanin Ball. And next year we're doing Raleigh, Virginia.
Wait. You say you got
Um,
you got you got. Houston in December.
Yeah, yeah. What you saying, David? What you
I
saying?
like Houston.
What you saying, David?
I like Houston.
What you saying, David?
I got court in December, so I don't know. We'll have to try that next month.
Okay, okay. Because you got me excited right there. I was like, what you saying? But no, I'll send you the information
Hey,
so you'll
I'm
know what
sorry
this.
if my phone messing up. I don't know.
Are you good? I'm used to it. Well,
Keep
let's
like it's
just
going in and
pray.
out, but
Let's just pray that with this distribution deal, I'm able later next year, for everybody, later next year, to have a studio where the authors can come to the studio.
okay,
Because I'm trying to be like Drink
okay,
Champs, where we just sit and drink, smoke, and
I'm coming.
shoot shit. Or drink tea for
Look, I like that, and I
drink.
believe in the vision. So
Huh?
I say I like that, and I believe in the vision. So just let me know.
I'm definitely gonna have you back because I want to know how you felt after a book event. Because I want to know how was it?
No, I'm saying, look, I've done some book events in the past. At one point, we used to have like yearly celebrations where people would fly in and we just would go hit the club and just
Mm-hmm.
everything. We had a ball. Life is continuous growth, so we always growing. We either growing or we
Yeah,
dying.
facts.
So I mean, God had a path that He wanted to take me, so I had to go down that path
Yeah.
and learn what He wanted to teach me.
Well, now that you done
But
learned the Lord's lessons, I'm gonna need you not to do the devil's work by getting in trouble. Okay. Okay.
I don't plan. Never plan. I'm never gonna plan to get in trouble. There's never gonna be a plan. So let me just say that right now. I'm not a troublemaker. I'm just not.
You just seem like you're a quiet, reserved person that when one person say the wrong motherfucking thing, it's all hands on deck.
Uh, I'm a Taurus, so it may take a little bit more.
Oh my God, I'm married to one. Jesus. Say less. Say less. That's all
It'll
I
take a
needed to
little bit
know.
more to get it. What's your sign?
I'm a Leo. Like, ain't no sun
Okay.
rising or nothing like that. It's all Leo across the board.
Man, y'all vicious.
I am vicious. When I get mad, I'm vicious. I black out.
I just got scared. When you said you a Leo, I got scared. Sweating and everything.
Look, I told you I
Man, all
play
right. I'll tell you
football.
what then. Okay. So since you invite me to just all right, I'm cool. I'm coming. And I know you're a Leo. I'm coming. I
We
know
went
I'm
at the
good.
events. We have so much fun. It's
I
like
know I'm good.
it's like when we go to when you go to a family reunion and you kicking it and y'all playing bones when y'all playing
Yeah.
spades and all that shit. That's how our book events are. It's like you come to a family
Okay.
reunion. When you sit down, we serve dinner and everything. And when you sit down, we having conversation, we shooting the shit, we drinking. It's a real black event. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I think this will be, and it's small.
Okay.
You
When you
know what I'm
say
saying?
small, like what? How many people is that?
Um, the last one in
'Cause I
Raleigh
mean,
was,
everybody.
huh?
No, you said the last one in Raleigh is what?
The last one in Raleigh was about 100 people, but it was
Okay.
only like 17 authors or 18 authors or something like that.
Yeah.
They're small. The youth, our last two events are usually our big ones. The one in December is like 37 authors, but it's gonna be over 150 people. And then the one
Okay.
in Tulsa, Oklahoma is the Melanin Ball. It's the Indie Literary Awards. it's the Melanin Ball, and it's the Melanated Culture book signing. So it's a 2-day event with 3 events. So that one is at a
And
hotel
that's the
in
one. Wait, that's
Tulsa.
the one that's in Houston.
No, that one's in Tulsa in February of next year. But the one in Houston is the Southern Soiree.
Okay, okay,
So the
okay.
one in Houston is like the first day is the Mix and Mingle, which will be at an independent bookstore that sells indie books. Then the
Yeah.
second day it's gonna be the book signing. It's like drinks, food, snacks, 360 photo booth, book signing,
Okay.
dinner. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And with the one in
All right.
Tulsa, it's like a big Harlem Nights affair. So you have to dress like you from Harlem Nights. So
Okay.
and then
Okay.
the next one is going to be in Las Vegas, and that one's going to be like house party. It's going to be a pajama jam.
Wait. Which when is Las Vegas again?
That ain't till 2026.
Oh,
that
I like Vegas.
we have a lot of stuff going on. So we're a book event that does it in multiple cities.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we have two small ones and then two big. Like they're not really big, but they're smaller than the average conventions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. I'm gonna make one.
I'm gonna hold you to it because
I
I'm getting
am.
your DMs. Like, did you decide? Did you decide? Did you look at the website?
I'm gonna make one. Okay. Okay.
So let me ask you this
You
before
doing like a podcast at one of the events?
huh? What'd you say?
I said, what you think about doing like a podcast at one of the events?
Oh.
I don't know. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I'm just um. It's
Oh,
a thought. It's a thought. I've been thinking about doing a podcast at one of the events. I might do it in Houston, maybe, or I might just wait to
yeah.
Tulsa because it has the indie literary awards. So authors will be getting awards. So I might do on the spot interviews. I don't know.
That'd be dope.
You should come just to come to the event so you can see how it is.
That would be dope.
I'm just saying.
Man, appreciate y'all showing up for me. Enough for
Yeah,
us.
I told you people like you, man. So let me before we get out of here because I need
I
to
ain't
go.
never
Huh?
I ain't never been talking on TikTok. I see it. No,
You need to do it. You have a fan base, sir.
nah, go ahead. My phone delayed, so every time I say something, you already said something.
No, I was about to say, you need to get on here more, or you just need to market more.
Wait, I didn't hear nothing you just
I
said.
said you need to get on here more, or you need to market more because we like updates.
Oh, yeah, I got to do that for real, for real. I got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like even right now, it's been a crazy 2 weeks. We've been dealing with RSV, all type of stuff. So it's not it's not lack of effort. It's just a
Yeah.
lot that be going on. So,
Get you a PA, sir.
but that is the plan. That is the plan. I promise. I need one.
Any PAs in
Definitely
the
need one.
chat, he needs one. Send him your resume or a link to your resume or
Yeah.
something.
Hit me up. Let's go. Let's go.
But anywho, tell the people where they can find your books, your social medias, and yeah.
So you can follow me on Facebook.com/Author David Weaver. Just type in Author David Weaver on Facebook. You can type in Marvin Bristol on Facebook. You can follow me on TikTok, King Boss. You can follow me on Instagram, The Real Rich Forever. You can go to Amazon and read some of these masterpieces.
because I need you to
I
join in my
promise you, they're romances, despite. Thank you, definitely. Thank you for having me on your show.
no
Like I
problem.
said, in the future, just hit me up and I'm there.
Bet I'm gonna hold you to that. And before I go, we had an author in here named Rowdy Ruski. She owns a film company called Rowdy's Gunshine Film Production. She's actually have interest forms for authors who may want their books turned into indie films or web series. So if I
Okay.
were you, because
Yeah,
Superhead,
just
bankroll, all that stuff, I'm just saying
yeah,
you might want to
yeah.
hit
All right.
her up, and it's free to
Yeah.
the author, free, 5 finger
Okay.
discount, free.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hit her up.
Send me the information when you get a chance.
All right, I'll give it to you after the Mike Tyson fight if I'm not
Okay.
smashed, if I'm not fucked up or high. So yeah,
Okay. All right. I appreciate it.
I'm just saying.
Thank you again. Thank you again. And for all the readers, man, like, thank y'all for supporting me through the years. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, we do this for y'all. This is y'all save our lives. I mean, I do be
Mm,
reading reviews where I see readers say that we have helped them, but y'all help us even more. So just thank you.
we appreciate y'all.
And I'm
So
gonna start coming to the events.
sir, I'm finna get off of here because motherfuckers are pacing.
All right. All right. Y'all have a good night.